Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Fiber crafters, you are in for a world of wonder in this video because there was so much for you in this Leesburg store. This is Leesburg, Florida. It had an amazing amount of this. And this is all duck canvas. I don't know exactly what duck canvas is because I don't sew, so I don't know what it is, but they had so many different colors of it. This is the first time in any Ollies that I have seen more than 2 bolts of fabric at any one time. And they had these aisle runners. Those were the last thing that you saw were aisle runners for like a wedding or something. 100 feet of this burlap looking fabric. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was just amazing. And they had a whole bunch of these little dollar ribbons too, because these dollar ribbons are starting to show up in all of the Ollies now. So if you need ribbon for whatever it is, the crafts that you do, I use ribbon sometimes in my card making, but if you're a person who needs a lot of ribbon because you make bows or because you do mums or whatever your use for ribbons is, then I mean, these Ollies are starting to really hit with these ribbons, and they're a dollar for these Ofray ribbons. This particular set, they were all 3 put together. It was $1.99 for all 3 of them. That's like 66 cents for a ribbon. And I think they were like 10 yards each. That's like 30 yards of ribbon for $2. I mean, you really just can't beat that price. This is the first time that I've seen the little accoutrements for the cooking and the baking things for $1. Usually they're $1.49 or $1.99. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how much that heart-shaped box is. That box actually has the chocolate and the mold. This is just the mold. It's the same mold, but it was $1.99 for just the mold. Usually that box is $1.99, so you're getting the mold and the chocolate for the same price, but I couldn't find a single price tag on any of them. This is the dollar table. It could quite possibly have been $1. I don't know. But this dollar table was quite eclectic. It had several items that were $1, like these piping bag locks that you could use to hold the stuff inside the piping bag while you're pressuring the stuff to come out. They got these little bows, those little pieces of baker's twine, all sorts of really cool stuff for $1. But this table also had things that were more than $1. So bear that in mind when you're looking at this video, that not everything on the dollar table in this particular store was actually $1. So they did have several items on here that were $1, but they also had several items that were more than that. They had these ribbons. This is just the pegboards that's on the side of the dollar table. They had all of these different ribbons. They were so beautiful. Oh my gosh, the number of different ribbons that they had were just it was such a variety. I mean, we're not even to the big portion of ribbon yet. Wait till you see what's coming up in the later on in this store. Oh my gosh. I mean, the ribbon that was in this store was just crazy. And oh my gosh, just wait till you see it. Just wait till you see it, because it's flabbergasting how much of it they had. But there's more of these little bows, and they were really cute little bows. I glazed right over that Cricut vinyl, but it was that metallic yellow shimmer vinyl for $3.99. And again, 74 cents for the round one. I have no idea why they're pricing it this way. It doesn't make any sense to me at all that all of those Kaboom molds are $1.99 regardless of size, except for the large sphere. I've even seen small spheres at $1.99. But for some reason, it is consistent throughout all of the Ollies as well. I just don't understand. If somebody who works for Ollies is watching one of these, would you please let me know why the large sphere is 74 cents and every other Kaboom mold, regardless of size, is $1.25 more? I don't know. That beautiful gold paper, that beautiful gold color paper with the gold metallic on it. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. And then that buffalo check with the red and the black with the poster board, 25 cents a sheet. I mean, you just can't beat that price. All of these different types of letters and all of these different sticker letters, and they had some puffy letters that had dimension to them. They were all $1 for each one. Just tons of them. And these stamps, and I didn't get a good picture of them. I don't know why I went by them so fast, but those were those clear transparent stamps that you stick on stamp blocks to make stamps on your card making stuff. Those were $1 each. So they had 3 different styles, one that had words on it, one that was letters, and one that was flowers or something like that. I don't know why I buzzed over them so quickly, but I did. These are beautiful pens for just $2.99, and I have to admit, those of you that have watched my channel, you know that I am like this marker hoarder from everywhere, and I almost bought that big pack of those beautiful colors of markers, and I talked myself out of it. I said, no, I don't need them, But I tried to convince myself to buy them. Oh, Oh, it was so hard to talk myself out of them. This one did have cricket shirts, but they only had the youth size ones. I have seen adult sized ones in a couple of places, but this one was just the youth size one. And they had the lamps. And this one had both the floor lamps and the table lamps, but they were all $40. Usually the table lamps are $30 and the floor lamps are $40, but for some reason, even though this one had both styles, they were all $40. So I don't know how the pricing went on that one. I don't know if they didn't realize that it was two different types of lamps because they look very similar. You really have to read the box to know if you're looking at a table lamp or a floor lamp. And this was just an end cap that had a whole bunch of really cute little design things that you could do. And look at those cute bees that you can crochet. Oh my gosh, they were so adorable. So they had all sorts of these really cool things. There were the unicorns, and they had this little Yeti crochet thing. I thought this was the cutest thing, and it was only $4. It's the only one that I actually highlighted on the entire end cap, but they had so many of those cute little crochet things. This is a store for people who crochet. Not only for the crochet kits, but oh my gosh, wait till you see what they have. I couldn't believe. I was flabbergasted when I saw it. Petal paper, the beautiful pink color. I almost bought some of this, but I'm really spoiled by the fact that early on when the petal paper started showing up, I found the big sheets for $1.99, and I just can't bring myself to the big 12 by 12 sheets. I just can't bring myself to pay the same price for the 6 by 6 sheets, but that's me. I mean, you do you. I love these beautiful letters, the beautiful pink letters. They're not letters, they're numbers. These beautiful pink jersey numbers for if you want to have a group of people that are in some sort of team setting. You can put all these different jersey letters, not letters. Why do I keep saying letters? Oh my gosh, jersey numbers on them. And they had this beautiful highlights thing. Oh, it's not the highlights one. There's a highlights thing on here that I really should have focused on. I picked it up, but it just didn't dawn on me that it was something for highlights. And I loved highlights as a kid. I really did. And so it just surprises me that I didn't mention that it was there. These little certificates are the cutest thing for a kid. They had another piece of this petal paper. And this was something of a dig store. This is the only one of these that I found. It's a little tabletop thing that you can write on with a dry erase marker, and you can just make notes and you can send them to people, leave them out for people to read and whatnot. They did have some of the cutting mats. These cutting mats are getting harder and harder to find. They're not as prevalent in the stores as they used to be. So something to watch out for if you see them, that to know that they're not really staying put in the stores very much. You know, and looking back and watching and re-editing and editing and doing the voiceover for this video, I can absolutely tell that I went into this store after I was behind the Dollar Tree because I'm off. I'm completely off. Did you see how short an amount of time I showed you that paper cutter for $5.99 or $6.99 or whatever it was? That's not like me. Usually I am much better at showing things, but I'm definitely off for this particular store because that Dollar Tree, being behind the Dollar Tree with my anxiety and my panic and all the other things that were going on, and because Dollar Tree is not safe in my mind's eye, it was really difficult for me to do this taping after I was in the dumpsters behind the Dollar Tree. And seriously, if you're looking for some free craft supplies, check the dumpsters behind the Dollar Trees because a lot of them are throwing away craft supplies. Some people in the Chatty Crafty Guild, which is the Facebook group that goes along with this particular channel, and there is a link to the Facebook group in the description for this video, but some of the people in the Chatty Crafty Guild are being allowed to buy the penny craft supplies from Dollar Tree, and some people are not. And one person who was not allowed to buy the ones that she had picked up, there were like 30 of them. Later, they were found in the dumpster, and she didn't find all of them, but she found some of them in the dumpster. So if you can't buy them in the stores for a penny, check the dumpsters because it's quite possible that those items are just being thrown away, which is such a serious waste. It is so sad that Dollar Tree is doing that. I have a whole video on it, the video that I put up on Sunday. It's only a 4-minute video, but you can see what I said about it. I could not tell what kind of ribbon this was. It's beautiful, and I think it was textured, but I just couldn't tell. I looked at it a long time trying to figure out what it was. This is one of the Park Lane ribbons. It's the Ofray ribbons that are coming up at $1, but the Park Lane ones are still coming up at $1.99 if they are a single roll. And for some reason, if they're still in the 3-roll pack, they're also coming up at $1.99. But we're now into the area that had even more ribbon than those little bits that were on the front shelf, not the front shelf, but the dollar table. These are still dollars. These are still the Ofray ribbons, but look at the number that they had, and look at the variety that they have. Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful to see all of these right here. look at how beautiful they are. And they had such a great variety of all these different ribbons. And it's just amazing to see them show up in the dollar, in the as a dollar at, bleh, I'm losing my train of thought, show up for $1 in the Ollies. Those bows were $1, that little crinkle paper was $1, and look at the obligatory red cricket foil that has been absent from so many of my videos has finally come back. You can see it over there in the corner. I actually go in and focus on it because I didn't see it. I did not see it until my husband pointed it out to me, and he went, "You missed that." So I had to go back and get another view of it because the red cricket foil is back. It's been a long time since we've seen the red cricket foil in any quantity in these videos. I think I found one package in one store in the last couple of weeks, but really not very much. And this one had a lot of sewing stuff. I mean, not only did they have all of that duck canvas and all of those beautiful colors in the beginning, but look at all these different Singer products that they have beautifully hung up for you to look at on this pegboard. It was such nice stuff. Most of it was 99 cents. A couple of the items were $1.99, but I didn't focus in on them. Again, I just was not feeling it to be in this store at this point in time because I was just absolutely panicky from being in the Dollar Tree dumpsters behind the Dollar Tree that is next to this store. We actually had another store that we were going to go to after this one, and I just called it off. I said, nope, I've got to go home. So after this store, we didn't do another one, so just went home. But look, even more ribbon hanging on the little pegboard. I thought that was a cute way to display it, too. I really liked it, and I love these cards. I love these cards, and I have yet to actually pick up a set of them because only the front one has the unicorn on it. And I think it's just the unicorn that I love so very much. So very cool. And I'm showing off the wooden pieces again. Somebody did ask me at one point in time in the way back, probably 3 or 4 months ago, to show off the wooden pieces that were available. So I'm still doing that. I don't know if that person is still watching my channel, but that person asked a question. That person had an interest. So I'm showing it to everyone because it's possible that other people were interested in it as well. And look at all these different crochet items that they have. They had some really cool stuff. And these are painted seashells. This is the first store that I have ever seen a painting kit with seashells in it. Okay, granted, we're in Florida. Seashells are not that hard to come across in this state, but it was really cool to see a little set that had the little painted seashells in it. They had one set of pouring paint, and they had all of these beautiful Arteza fluorescent paints. Most of these are fluorescent. There is one bronze one in there that was metallic, but the rest of them were all fluorescents. I don't know what is in this box, but I believe it is poster paints. I believe that that was a box of poster paints where you got all of them for $8. I don't know if this would be on sale because it's Halloween or not. I did look for a price on it. I didn't find one, but it might actually be on sale because it is Halloween, which means it might actually be 90% off, but I didn't check it out. I don't know. You know, up to you to whether or not you take it up to the register and find out, and whether or not it is 90% off because it's Halloween. And they had all sorts of other paints. They had the little red pump paint that had the finger paints in it because I think those are really cool, but I didn't focus on them, but I do know that they had them. They had a lot of these little kits, and these kits are really, I found them in 2 different places in the stores. For some reason, this was $1 more expensive than the last time I saw it. The last time I saw this set, it was $5.99, but in this store, it was marked $6.99. So again, bear in mind that the prices of things tend to change from store to store. I did remember to pick up this ribbon this time. The last time I was in this Leesburg store, I saw that ribbon. I meant to pick some up, and I didn't. I forgot to, but this time I did remember to pick up a roll of that while I was here. I loved this. This is gold. You can't really see it in the picture very well, but that is a gold tinted burlap, and I only saw this one, and it's the only time I have ever seen gold burlap, but it was the larger piece that was $4, and I'm going to have a hard time using the 2 smaller pieces that I've bought, so I left it behind. These are the smaller sizes. I only saw the gold here, but it's possible that they had it somewhere else. And look at this! 50 yards of 1-inch elastic for $10. 50 yards for $10. That is an amazing price for elastic. Oh my gosh. See what I mean by fiber crafters? That this is the store to rejoice about, because there was so much for the fiber crafters in here, between the Singer products that they had, because they had quite a few of those, all of the different colors of duck canvas, all of the different types of burlap, all of the ribbon. I mean, oh my goodness gracious, if you're a fiber crafter, this is the store to come to, because they had so many different things for you and so many different things for you to use. And we're almost up to the point where my jaw dropped when I saw them. I did see the EK Tool scissors in this one, and that's another thing that I'm not seeing very much of anymore. The EK Tool scissors used to be in every store that I went into, but they're not there. But there it is. Look, oh my gosh. It is an entire long row of yarn. Just nothing but yarn. And not only that, but this is 2 shelves of it. I'm only on the bottom shelf right now, but it's 2 shelves of it. And it's not the multicolor yarn, because most of the stores have a lot of the multicolor yarn. But look, these are solid color yarns so that you don't have to do multicolor if you don't want to. You can pick up solid colors of yarn. And these were all $5 a skein, which from my understanding is a really good price for yarn. And then look, there's even more yarn up there. Look at that. Oh, maybe it was 3 shelves. It's 3 shelves of yarn. And look how long the yarn is. Oh, it was so much yarn, and it was all so pretty. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So many different styles. And that Bernat blanket yarn right there for $5 a skein is just an incredible price. Oh my gosh. These, I have tested these in one of my lives. I highly recommend these Ultra Blend Water H2O pen marker things from Arteza. Oh my gosh, they were wonderful. It is in one of my live videos if you want to go back and look at that. This is an entire party in a box for a bunch of people, well, 4 people to get together. And that one specifically was vision boards, but they also have another one that is calligraphy. And I don't know if this store had the calligraphy one or not, but it's one where you get to learn how to do calligraphy with you and 3 of your friends sitting around playing with this material, having an art party. And I think that is such a cool idea. And for 20 bucks, that's a really cool way to have a really nice night with 3 of your friends. I mean, I absolutely highly recommend everything that I have ever tested from Arteza, except for one marker, which I can forgive them on because, you know, it might have just dried out. I don't know how much these were. Every other time that I have seen invitations at Ollie's, they've been 49 cents. So I don't know if these were also 49 cents. That is a kit where you can make wedding invitations, and you can make like 40 of them, and it was $10. They had other ones like this. And like I said, the last time I've seen packages like this, they were 49 cents. But I didn't see any price tags on any of them in this Ollie's. So they could have been 49 cents. They could have been 79 cents. They could have been $1. I really don't know. But anyway, even if it's $1 for each of those, that's still a really good price for thank you cards and invitations. And oh my gosh, the Ollie's stores have gotten into the 5-gallon bucket craze. Look at this. I have no idea how much they are. I looked all over. I could not find a price tag for any of these, but I thought I'd show them to you because I think it's funny that Ollie's has gotten into the 5-gallon bucket thing. So I thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate you. Please subscribe. Please watch other videos of mine. Cheers and happy crafting.